welcome back to the Wrestle Purist channel. As you can see, we have a little bit of a different live stream for you today. We will be going ahead with our usual Dynamite review in the usual slot, but ahead of that, I have got some special guests here with me today who are running a very special show coming up this August 22nd, ahead of All In Weekend, called Pro Wrestling Ceasefire. And I'm going to give them the opportunity to explain what the show's about, how it's come about, and we might even have some exclusive announcements for you. So please do like, subscribe, send your super chats if you're feeling generous, all that good sort of stuff. But how are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining me this evening for the stream.
Thank you so much for having us on, Charlie. It's been a long, hot day. As some of you might have seen on the Pro Wrestling Ceasefire Instagram, I was in Westminster today with the Friends of Al-Aqsa as part of the Hands Around Parliament campaign. It was lovely to see so many people there, to see so many people being supportive. And we couldn't have asked for nicer weather to be standing still for an hour in the baking heat. But made a lot of friends, met some other people we've been talking to from Friends of Al-Aqsa, and even spread the word about Pro Wrestling Ceasefire a bit. So it was a lovely day.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Chuck Mambo, how are you doing today? You doing all right?
I can't complain, man. Yeah, I didn't get to. I'm not in London, so I didn't get to go to the Hands Around Parliament thing. But that's awesome that you were there, Gio. And I'm very happy to be here too. So thanks for having us on to spread the good word.
Of course, I'm glad I could give you guys a platform. And last but not least, Rayne, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm not in London either. I'm in Wales, but I've had a great day, thank you. In the process of moving, so just been busy doing that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Absolute chaos. So I guess the first question would be asked is, how did Pro Wrestling Ceasefire come about? Whose idea was it, and why did you guys want to bring this about just before All In?
It literally started as one text message. I texted Mambo, and I think it literally said like Palestine show ?
Yeah.
And I think I sent the same message to Jordan Saeed as well. And obviously Mambo, almost as quickly as I'd sent the text, had replied saying like, yes, absolutely. How do we do it? The hardest thing with running any show is finding a venue. So the fact that we wanted to run it on a Thursday in London during All In Week already made it pretty difficult. But within 10 minutes of looking, I managed to find a venue. When I spoke to the lady on the phone, she was in the middle of saying no because our Thursdays never work, and then she goes, oh hang on, oh no, the judo people aren't there that Thursday, so it worked out perfectly. So it fell into our laps, and then from there, everyone we contacted asking if they'd like to be part of the show said yes immediately. You know, every vendor, ring hire, wrestlers, referees, not a single person had to think about it twice or say, oh, you know, I'm worried it's a bit political. Everyone has just been so supportive and hands-on, and we can't believe how quickly it's come together. Every time me and Mambo send each other an update, we just kind of go, how? I wish all shows were this easy.
Yeah, it does seem like it's really come together in quite a short span of time. It's like, I saw the announcement, and then suddenly you've got, what, 50 tickets left the other day? How many tickets are left now? Do we know?
As of writing, front row is sold out. It sold out this morning, I believe. That was something we were very happy to be able to announce. And as of writing, we're down to 49 tickets left. So since I said that there's only 50 left, one person saw that and went, absolutely not. But, you know, the tickets have only been sold for a week, and we're basically half sold out. So if it keeps going at this rate, if you want to come and be there with us on the 22nd of August, you'd better snap up those tickets quickly.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And the other good news is that literally every ticket sale, like the cover, the costs of covering the show are like done now, right? Thanks to a couple of very generous sponsors. I don't know if we can say or not say, but so every ticket you buy now, all of that money is going to UNICEF. So
absolutely. Mambo's actually laid up an amazing point there, which I'm going to throw over to Rayne, because this is an exclusive announcement. First time anyone's hearing this, right here on the Wrestle Purists YouTube, and Rayne is going to take it away.
Oh, yes. So, well, you know, everyone loves a raffle at a Brit Wrestling show, and we've got a special sponsor who is sponsoring the raffle prizes, and it's blacksmith. So
oh, nice.
we're gonna have some sick raffle prizes on offer at that show, and all of the proceeds of that raffle are going to UNICEF as well. So big thank you to Blacksmith for sponsoring and, you know, giving all that money to that we're going to raise from the raffle to UNICEF. It's a really big thank you to Blacksmith.
Absolutely. Blacksmith's a great guy, personal friend of mine. So I'm glad to hear that he's also involved in this. But you've got quite a handful of talents announced so far. Connor Mills, Jordan Saeed, who should be joining us at some point. Who else?
Hopefully.
Obviously, Chuck in. TK Cooper will be there. Livy Grace, Jordan Briggs, Shah Samuels, and Kanji so far. So when can we start seeing some match announcements for the card?
So we are beginning match announcement Monday. Is starting this coming Monday, and then we'll announce a match every Monday until the show. We do actually also have some other names for the card to announce. We did say that would be Jordan's job to break the news. So if we don't see him in the next 20 minutes, I think we'll let Rayne break the news. But so you'll start seeing some match announcements on Monday and every Monday after that. And I'll tell you now, every single match on the card is a first time ever match. And I bet you won't be able to guess what they are. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh, interesting. Got a bit of mystery there.
Promise you this, viewer. I seen the provisional card and it slaps hard.
Sick. I'm excited for it. Circling back though to how it came about, obviously all the money is going to UNICEF, who are working in Gaza to provide support for the families that have been displaced. Why was it so important for you guys to do this now when there's going to be a lot of people in London for that week because of obviously All In happening? So why now? Why now, I guess, for the show?
I think in a lot of ways it was a long time coming because, I mean, obviously every weekend you hope that there's not going to have to be another protest and that there's going to be a peaceful resolution, but it's pretty clear that that's a long way off still. And for a good couple of months, I don't know how many months ago now, but me and Zuby, who helps with SelfPro, would have met like a good few months ago, sort of through being at a lot of the matches in London and on a lot of the demos. So we kind of like the groundwork was there with like an appetite. And actually, when you think about it, since we've announced the show, it's clear that there's a big appetite to rally around this and to help and to do what we can to help. But I think until you have that like spark, and props to Gio for being the spark to do it, because I think you texted me the one day and said, should we run this? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. But I have like no organizational skills. By the end of the week, there was like a venue, a poster, some of the best wrestlers in like all of England on the show. And so now it's all just gotten rolling. So I think, yeah, in a way it's almost overdue, but like I'm definitely glad to be doing it. And it's a perfect weekend to be doing it, because on top of having like a wicked card to like start the weekend off in like one of the smaller venues of that weekend with really, really, really good energy and really great wrestlers, is also going to have the added benefit of knowing that you're starting the weekend off by supporting like one of the most important causes in all of geopolitics right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm hoping not to overstep, but like I'm hoping that it will be like a really overwhelmingly positive fundraiser, but also hopefully like put a potentially a positive introduction, because I think it is clouded and kind of like it shouldn't be political, but it is politicized by like the silence surrounding it and people's unwillingness to talk about it. But I'm hoping that it'll be a good introduction. Friends of Al-Aqsa are going to be there with a stall, so a good point for people to see like, oh, this is actually remarkably simple. Civilians shouldn't be getting killed. I should write to my MP. Maybe I'll go along to a march. Maybe I'll find out about the boycott or read, or, you know, so yeah, hoping that it'll be a really positive step for some people towards getting more active in it.
Absolutely. There's a real sense of community, it feels, that have rallied behind this, because every post that I see is just people being generally very overwhelmingly positive about it. So it seems like it's like hitting hard for a lot of people, being like, oh shit, we can use wrestling and this platform that a lot of us have to do something positive. So I think you can do something really special here.
Yeah, it really feels like the best of both worlds. It's good wrestling and a good cause. You know, sometimes you get shows where it's one or the other, but I really think you hit the nail on the head with this one.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's hard sometimes because wrestling is like, obviously, we all think it's the single most wonderful thing in the world, but it can feel quite abstract to like the rest of the pain and suffering that goes on in the world.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to be able to use it. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to like all of the wrestlers, the people that are on the show, and also the people that like haven't been able to fit on the show but have still offered to, and all the fans that have supported it. And yeah, just everybody has been so motivating and inspiring. That sounds a bit hammy, but genuinely.
Yeah.
I want to add to that. I think the only reason people are like not the only reason, obviously it's an amazing course, so so many people want to get involved, but Mambo, every time I see this geezer at a show, it's so amazing how passionate he is. I haven't had really a Gio about Palestine and like and stuff, but whenever I speak to Mambo, he is so passionate. So when I knew Mambo and Gio would be doing this show, I was like, hell yeah, I want to be a part of it. And I think that's why so many other people want to be a part of it. Because it is so nice when someone is so passionate about something, you want to just be a part of that. And his energy is so infectious that you just want to be there for him, and you want to be there for both of them. That's the reason why I want to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to support this great cause, but I also want to do it for my two friends who are so passionate about doing something so great. Amazing cause. So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Thank you, man.
It's all right, mate.
Yeah, Mambo, you need your flowers, man. Honestly, it can't be understated just how passionate you are, but how well you inform people without being overbearing or condescending. It comes from a place of passion, and there is a genuine saying in BritRes. Someone said this to me under a moldy railway arch in Brixton in 2017. They said, if someone's got a bad word to say about Chuck Mambo, you can't trust them. It's 7 years later, and that rings as true as ever, honestly.
Thanks, guys.
Can't believe it. Honestly, every show I go to, you are like a ray of sunshine when you're on the card. So great stuff. We are now joined by Jordan Saeed as well.
Hey,
welcome in.
This is the most Jordan arrival ever.
Just wondering about.
So much.
It's not even demon hours yet, Jordan.
Right, we can't say that on a public platform now. We gotta keep the PG, hold it in.
So good. How are you doing today, Jordan?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Yeah, sun's kind of shining. It's a bit dark, but yeah, man, can't complain. Good vibes. You know, still sad about Sunday, but hey, we move.
Yeah, got to move on from it. Otherwise, I will wallow in self-pity about it not coming home. But we've got more important things to focus on about this show.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Do you guys have any other talking points you want to go through? Because the platform is yours. I'm just here to provide it.
I believe Jordan's arrived just in time, hasn't he, Gio?
Absolutely, yeah. Jordan, we were talking earlier about the quality of the card and how people are excited without any matches announced yet. But there's actually still some talent to announce. So, Jordan, how about you give everyone here a Wrestle Purist exclusive with 2 brand new names?
Yes, absolutely, and it's my pleasure because they're 2 guys who I know, who I've had many conversations with about the conflict, and they're just so passionate. They're genuinely just so happy to be on board. But for the show, Ceasefire Pro Wrestling, Levi Muir and the heavy hitter Malik will be joining us. So if you thought the card couldn't get any more stacked, somehow Gio's added another layer to the already triple cheeseburger style concoction of goodness that's happening for a good cause. Gio and Mambo have somehow pulled out they pulled out the bag, man. Pulled out the bag. I'm so, like, genuinely, and like, if you know Levi and Malik like I do, man, they're absolutely happy to be on board and give their time to just make this already special and stacked show on All In Weekend bigger than what it already is, man.
That's great to hear. Very exciting to have those names announced. Levi Muir and Malik will be joining the card. So ahead of that, is that all the talent announced now, or have you guys got some more tricks up your sleeve?
Well, we don't want to give everything away all at once. You know,
Mhm.
we want to give people something to look forward to, maybe even some surprises on today. But just from the announcements that have already been made and the news that Jordan just broke, you can see how excited people are.
Yes.
And something that everyone involved in this project is so happy about is that we have sold over half our tickets already without any matches announced, and that's a testament to the quality of talent on the scene right now, and just the fact that people are willing to get behind the cause. You know, people have seen, you know, UNICEF fundraiser and Gaza first and pro wrestling second, which at the moment is what we all really need to be doing. As much as we all love wrestling, you know, being there today and actually speaking to some people who have family in Gaza and their personal experience. I mean, if you can hear some of these stories and not immediately want to help, then you need to get help, because right now we should all be doing as much as we can. And I'm glad that something as weird and wonderful and silly as a pro wrestling show on a Thursday night in Lambeth is bringing together so many people. And you know, we've crunched the numbers, and we're gonna wait till the day to announce the big number. But oh baby, I cannot believe how much we're gonna raise. It feels so good to be able to do this, and just couldn't have done it without the help of everyone involved, especially Mambo keeping me updated. Every other weekend I get a text message from him saying, hey man, in case you didn't know, there's this rally going on, I'm going, do you want to come speak to this guy? He's really informative. He introduced me to Zuby, who's been a wealth of knowledge, and as Mambo said, he's going to have an information stall at the show on the 22nd of August. So this really is just the most beautiful example of the wrestling community at its best.
Absolutely.
I gotta just throw back a bit of compliments. Don't want to just make it me and Gio complimenting each other the whole time, but props to you, man, for getting this thing organized. I'm all good with ideas, but you really got this thing together. And as much as the money that we're going to raise is going to be fantastic, I just want to plug writetothem.com is the easiest way to find your MP's contact details. And the UK is still not funding the UNRWA, which was like the biggest sort of lifeline for support in Gaza. So if you can write to your MP supporting reinstating the funding to the UNRWA, that would be even more wonderful than coming to our wrestling show, really. And apparently they figure that if someone cares enough to write once, then there's like 10 people that would care enough to vote on it. So it's a really good way of getting your voice heard.
Yeah, raising support and all that. Speaking of raising support, we have quite an American audience on the Wrestle Periods platform. If they want to get involved and help out, there is a way for them to do so, right? They can just donate straight to, they don't have to buy tickets or anything. They can just donate straight to the UNICEF link.
Absolutely.
Cool. So
straight to the link, or I believe Gio has done a pretty good bit of magic with the ticket link where you can donate via that.
Yeah, so straight from the event page, it's your one-stop shop. So at the moment you can buy tickets there. You can't buy front row tickets anymore because they were sold out. You can still buy general admission tickets, and yes, there is the option to donate without buying a ticket if you want to get involved but you can't physically be there for whatever reason. So we've set it as a £5 suggested donation, and you can top that up to any amount you want. I won't reveal the name because they've asked to remain anonymous, but one very generous individual did the £5 suggested tip and then added another £295 on top of that. And they aren't even coming to the show. I've emailed them twice. I've begged them. I was like, please, can we name you and thank you?
Wow, people are amazing. That
is how great this community is.
Can I just say, sorry, you guys might mention it, and I should apologize for my lateness. I just had like some things I had to do. It's pretty wild how like this wacky world of professional wrestling, you know, where like good and bad can happen, that we're all just coming together and you just get people just giving it all for this one amazing cause. Seriously, it's just like, it's wonderful, man.
Truly.
Yeah.
Sure is.
It's really great to see how much the community is coming together for all of this, because like I said, like it's been an overwhelmingly positive response, and I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of that, and I've seen people trying to become more educated off the back of this and like just wanting to be involved across the globe. So I'm really happy that I could be even the tiniest bit involved and give you guys an opportunity to talk about it a bit more and spread the message a little bit and try and get more people involved. So Is there anything else that you guys wanted to touch on regarding any of the stuff with the show, with UNICEF, with just everything going on in general? Floor is yours.
Just to say, as we said on the poster, this donation, it goes straight to UNICEF. Once we've covered the cost of putting on the show, it's all going to UNICEF, and it's specifically going towards food, water, medical supplies, thousands of people displaced. I saw a very upsetting statistic today that I think there are now no more schools in Gaza. Yeah. They're all gone. They're all bombed. And UNICEF are on the ground in a time where logistically, just because of how dangerous it is in Palestine, there aren't many boots on the ground. There aren't really many people that can help. UNICEF are one of the last organizations that are physically there trying to help. So that is why we chose UNICEF specifically. We know that by giving UNICEF this money, we're helping Palestine as directly as we can. And for more information, UNICEF has an amazing page of information about exactly what they're going through and how your donation helps. As Mambo said, write to them. Is it .org or .com?
That'd be .com.
.com, write to them.com. Mambo actually sent me the link this morning, and I ended up using it to write a letter to my local MP. I'm now going to get updates on that as well. Just follow Chuck Mambo social media, follow Zuby social media. Friends of Al-Aqsa as well are very informative. Just, I think in this time, as much knowledge and information you can fill your head with really helps. I mean, I knew a little bit about this conflict, but from speaking to Mambo and Zuby, I now know way more, and I know more about how to help.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the most important thing right now.
Well, but I'm so very proud of my two friends for putting the show, and I want to publicly thank you for letting me be special guest host for a very special night. I'm grateful to the both of you, and I can't wait for it to be a huge successful evening.
Thank you so much, Rayne. Thank you for accepting right away.
I'm just going to echo what Rayne said, that like Gio and Mambo are just unsung heroes. And I know there's like a lot of sorry, there's a motorbike going past me. I know that Gio and Mambo have probably had a lot of flowers on the plate, but yeah, man, just give them all the flowers in the world. Seriously, unsung heroes for this.
Yes, it's been really cool to see.
You're too kind.
It's a team effort for sure.
Charlie, could you put I will make sure all the links for all of this is in the description of the video if they aren't already, and they are on my social media. They're on the Pro Wrestling Ceasefire social media. I'm pretty sure they're on the Wrestle Purist one as well, because the tweets were retweeted, so you can find them there, but I will make sure they're in the link for this as well for people who are watching on the replay. Yeah, I think we've covered just about everything that we needed to today. If you guys got anything else you want to add before we head out?
I'll plug the website one time, because I've just realized in the entire half an hour we've been talking, I haven't mentioned the website once. So just to get this soundbite in there, visit buytickets.at/pro wrestling ceasefire. You can buy tickets, you can donate, and there's information about the venue, how to get there, etc., etc. And most importantly, we will have a bar. So get some beer, get some cider, get some wine. All the money from the bar goes to UNICEF. All the money from the raffle goes to UNICEF. UNICEF. Buytickets.at/pro wrestling ceasefire.
Wonderful. Well, for anyone that can come out, I will be there as well. So I hope to see a lot of you there that evening. Thank you to everyone that has joined us for this stream today. I hope you, even if you can't help out right now, please go to the Pro Wrestling Ceasefire Twitter, spread the message, spread it around, donate if you can, come out to the show if you are local, and hopefully we will see some of you guys there. And thank you to all of you guys for joining me today and talking about this. It's been great to learn some more about it.
Thank you for having us, man.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you so much, Charlie. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
No worries. And for the people watching, I will see you guys in roughly half an hour for the Dynamite review. So stick around on the channel. I'll be back. All right. Peace.